Good day crew, and welcome to this week's very short video on a rod building kit that I've had for a while. As I've said in the last few videos, I'm very short for time at the moment, and I thought it might be interesting to show you what is required for a very basic rod building kit. I've had this for a while, and over the years I've been looking at them, and believe me, you can spend thousands of dollars on rod building equipment, but this is a very low-end equipment just to get started. Haven't done one before, so I thought I'd try it. I'm going to get a rod blank and the rest of the bits shortly, and I'll put a video up showing you just how hard or easy it is to build a rod in the coming weeks. But for now, let's just have a look at the kit itself. I've had this stuff for a while, but I haven't had an opportunity to use it because I haven't had a rod to build. But this is pretty much all the stuff you need to build a basic rod. It's nothing special, but I'm showing it to you now because I have ordered the components to build the rod. I'm going to have to go up building one myself. What we've got here, that's to find the spine of the rod. It's got a couple of bearings in it, and you put your rod blank in that and turn it around until you find the spine. When I get a rod blank, I'll show you how that works. Paddle pop sticks to mix up your glue, a brush to put on your epoxy over the windings, tip guide, high temp, oh, it must be hot glue by the looks of it, okay. A couple of syringes, I'm guessing that's a handle for something. An alcohol torch, that's for getting bubbles out of your epoxy. Got some binding material here, different colours, some cups to mix your epoxy in, some Dimea pull-throughs, that's for pulling your windings through, tying them off, some scissors for cutting things, a motor for turning the rod while it all sets, some epoxy glue, and 3 bases and 3 saddles for supporting the rod. Got a tool there for burnishing the windings after you put them on. I think that's the word you use for it. A cigarette lighter, again, it's a heat source to get the bubbles out of the epoxy. I think that's also for burnishing the windings. If burnishing is the right word, I'm not sure, I forget now. Been a good while since I looked up how to do it. I'll have to get into that again before I start. And what have we got here? A guide holders. Oh, okay, that's for holding your guides while you're wrapping them. That's a good idea. Right. So anyway, I've got it all out now. I've had it out and had a look at it before, but I've got it all out now. And I'll put it together and show you what little there is to show of it. And the next video, I hope to start the rod. If not, it'll be the video after. Just depends how much time I've got. I'm still working on that project. We'll see how that goes. And that's pretty much how you set it up. You put your supports out there to hold your rod, and this little gizmo that turns the rod around just keeps rolling it while the epoxy sets so it doesn't dribble. Sets nice and evenly. And of course, these are all height adjustable, so you adjust the height of the stand so your rod's held nice and level, of course lined up perfectly as well. And of course, it goes without saying that I wouldn't be doing it on my wife's dining room table. Parts of my rod finally arrived. I had to take this cap off before I started filming the video because it took me about 10 minutes to get it off, believe it or not. It is certainly well packaged. And that's the rod blank there. Nicely packaged stuff. And here's all the other bits and pieces in here. Take them out and go through them. Rod butt, handle, reel seat, nice metal reel seat, don't like the plastic ones. All my runners and hook keepers, etc. Buff with the gimbal in the bottom, and a couple of, I forget what they're called, for going up against these anyway, when you put them on. They do have a special name, but I can't remember what it is at the moment. So I'll try the reel in that just to make sure that that's going to work for me. I think it will. And then I guess the next thing to do is to see how I go at putting this all together, and that will be in another video. And this is the reel seat again. Just got to check that that's going to work with the reel. Ah, a washer in there. I wasn't expecting that. Where are we with the seat? There. Yeah, that's going to work fine. I'll just back these off a little bit, just to prove the point. Yep, perfect. That will work well. Goes the other way, but that'll work great. Okay, put that away until we're ready to put him on the rod. And that's it for this week's video. As I said, very short and sweet. I will get into building a rod in the near future, and I'll put the video up on that. Not sure how I'm going to go with it, never done one before, but I've been interested in it ever since I started work, and I was working with someone who built his own rods. Didn't build them for anyone else, just his own. And I've always been fascinated with the idea of building my own rod. So I'm going to build one soon, see how it goes. Stick around for the journey. Until then, good fishing.